Yes, the poem Father to Son. This is the name of poem of Nicholas, and poet's name is Elizabeth Jennings. This poem highlights a universal problem, the generation gap and the lack of communication between father and son. The poem begins with a father's lament that he doesn't understand his child, though they have been living together in the same house for so many years. It is very clear that I am talking about a father's understanding when a father and son both are living in a family for so many years, and he confesses that he knows nothing of him. In order to understand him, he tries to build up a relationship from what he knows about him when he was a small. Now, however, the thread connecting the two is missing. He seems to have missed the link somewhere. Either he has destroyed this seed or misplaced it somewhere in an area which does not belong to him. This is the problem. That means reason behind this, if missing, then it may be, and the result is loss of affinity and closeness. They speak like strangers, and there is no sign of understanding between them. That means father and son. And the lack of communication between father and son highlights the growing chase between the two generations. The father admits that the child's physical shapes in according to his own desires, but their interests differ. He can't say what his son loves. Actually, one father cannot say what the son loves, but can understand they are living together. But somewhere in father and son, between the father and son, gapping is there. Now, the lack of common interests result in lack of communication. This is saying that common interest result in lack of communication. So there is no communication. So one is unable to pass about the interest, about his interest, and the son is busy in searching new avenues for himself and moving away to his own world. The father wishes that his son might return to him as the proverbial prodigal son. He would prefer his return to the place he is so familiar with rather than risk adventure to unknown and unfamiliar lands. Like the father in the old story about the prodigal son, he would also forgive his son. He hoped to build a new love from the shore of lost material wealth as a result of his son's venture. Actually, it is saying about through the poem losing material wealth as a result of his son's venture because his son is searching something and he is busy in this world, in his own world, and searching something different with the new avenues. A realization dawns on the father at last. He and his son must live on the same earth. He and his son must live on the same earth and on the part of land. Now, when the son speaks, the father fails to understand it because our son is living in different world and father is living in different, and between father and son, communication is also not strong. So father fails to understand it. It seems as if he can't understand himself as the son is the image of father himself, the grief of separation causing. The grief of separation causing it because one father is living separately and son is living separately, and both are thinking in the separate way. So they make no special effort to make up the loss. The hand they extent is empty. And however, there is a strong desire for something to help him in forgiving and forgetting the bitterness. Okay. So in the last, again I repeat, however, there is a strong desire. There is a strong desire for something. Having a desire is there for something to help him in forgiving and forgetting the bitterness. Yes, forgetting the bitterness. Thank you so much. Hope you can understand it. Poem in easy way, and I've given the text on the screen also so that you can read it. And I think no any problems will be created. Okay, thank you so much.